Rahul Mehra of the AAP, Pandit Ajay Gautam of the Dwarkadhish Peeth, Father Dominic Emmanuel, Rahul Mehra, Sudhanshu Trivedi, Rahul Easwar, Rahul Mehra of the AAP, Rahul Easwar, sorry, Sudhanshu Trivedi of the BJP and Sanjay Jha of the Congress. Thank you very much. So for how long, Pandit Ajay Gautam, let me start with you. For how long will people like you continue to believe that the Christian community has no justification in saying that there has been a series of attacks on Christian institutions? I mean, you are looking at it purely from a religious perspective. You should be open-minded about it. Today, now that the Prime Minister has himself got into it, maybe you would have changed your position.
Actually, Arnab, there are some Christian peoples working on the agenda of East India Company. I quote East India Company. Some Christian missionaries hide the very small issues related to the daily problem of metropolitan states, like snatching, like attacks, and like the small kind of problem, and they are giving to a racial and religious and communal angle to all these incidents. If some juveniles broken some glasses of a church, so they make an issue with the B-52 and some missiles targeting on the churches.
No, I think
these kind of problems we are facing with our temples.
There is a series
in
of
Hyderabad, in Uttar Pradesh, in many cities,
Dominic
but
Emmanuel.
we are not raising this kind of issue.
1 second.
But
1 second. Dominic, this is the latest in a series of attacks, Pandit Ajay Gautam. I began with you so that your point of view, your bias is quite evident. This is the latest in a series of attacks on Christian institutions in Delhi. The Delhi police has done nothing on it. It failed to prevent 5 such instances in a matter of 2 months before this. And there is every reason to believe, I'm sorry to say this, Sudhanshu Trivedi, there is every reason to believe that the Delhi police was trying to play down this incident as well. Why is the government, the Delhi police, the Home Ministry trying to play down these incidents?
That's right.
Why are you trying to play down these incidents?
Government is fully sensitive and also prompt on as far as this issue is concerned.
No, but why are they trying to play down these incidents?
Commissioner of Police by the Prime Minister is nothing but the significance or reflection of the promptness and the sensitivity of the situation. Even the Home Minister today, while going to Manipur, prior to that, he has talked to the concerned authorities.
No. Rahul Mehra disagrees with you. No, sir. No, sir. No, Trivedi. No, Mr. Trivedi. Mr. Sudhanshu. Excuse me. Mr. Trivedi, Dominic Emmanuel, please.
Excuse me.
Excuse me,
the cash was believed to be there. Only
Dominic Emmanuel, please. Sudhanshu Trivedi, Dominic Emmanuel is saying something to you.
Yeah,
he disagrees with
Sudhanshu
you.
Ji, yes. I just want to counter what you said about the promptness of the government and the Prime Minister calling Mr. Bassi. This has happened after 3 months of several attacks in Delhi. While we were constantly asking the Prime Minister, the Home Minister to speak up, nobody spoke up. I want to know how come suddenly they are enlightened that they want to ask today. We are thankful to the Prime Minister that he called Mr. Bassi. We are very thankful that he has taken a step. But the question also arises, why now? After 6 attacks, what is so sacred about this number 6? Or is it because of the Delhi election results? Or is it because one of their former students is in the ministry? Or is it because Mr. Obama's speeches are now ringing into the head? What is it? I mean, we would like to know. And we are not yet fully feeling secure.
With due humility, I want to talk to
speaking just like a spokesperson of Obama.
Mr. Dominic. Now, can I say something? With due humility, I want to say to Father Dominic, was it not true that before the election, when they went to Home Minister has ordered each and every section,
and it wounds the soul of India. But like Sudhanshu Ji said, Home Minister, Prime Minister and whole of India, you can see a many number of Hindu brothers coming to protest the church attacks. Whenever there is a problem, we should not add oil to the fire. We should not add oil to the fire, but we should try to douse out the fire. We should only add water to the fire.
Yeah,
and it doesn't sound good from Father when he connects politics or religions to it.
No, Rahul Easwar, the Delhi police has been totally woefully inefficient, okay? It has failed in nabbing the culprits.
Arnab,
1 second now. Sudhanshu Trivedi.
It is inefficient. It may be inefficient, but there is no communal pattern emerging.
Really?
Nobody is persecuted. Delhi is a cosmopolitan. There is no pattern. There is no concerted attack.
Just a minute, gentlemen. A minute. Calm down, gentlemen. Gentlemen, calm down for a minute. My point is, I question the motives of the Delhi police. Get Rahul Mehra into this also, please. And Sanjay Jha, I'm coming to you. I question the motives of the Delhi police and the way in which they are working, because I can't forget that the same Delhi police tried to dismiss the Vasant Kunj church attack before as a case of burglary. It turned out that it was a communal incident. Bassi today is scared because the Prime Minister has called him. He tried to play down this incident also as an inside job and one of theft. He did a flip later. My question is, the Delhi police...
This is not a fact.
Sir, it is a fact. It is a fact, Mr. Trivedi. Mr. Trivedi, it is a fact.
Record the principal.
Mr. Trivedi, it is a fact. Mr. Trivedi, you know, if the police wants to prove...
Even a singular religious object has been damaged. It is only and only 2 almirahs which were believed to have cash.
Sir,
I am Mr. Sudhanshu.
Rahul Mehra, please. Rahul Mehra. After that, Sanjay Jha. Yes, Rahul Mehra.
Arnab, my initial thoughts are the following. Anybody who's born after 1984 does not know what communal act means if he or she is living in Delhi. Delhi has been, for a major part of its being, it has been a cosmopolitan city where all sorts of religions, all aspects, all caste communities thrive and gel absolutely beautifully together. What has happened is a pattern. There is a series and there is a pattern, whether it is Mangolpuri, Trilokpuri, Shalimar Bagh, Dilshad Garden, Rohini, now Vasant Vihar. There is a pattern, and the pattern is that there is a minority communities are feeling the heat. There is a perception today, whether that is right, correct or incorrect, is for the government of the day to address. That's for the law enforcement agencies to address. Now, the government of the day has people like Yogi Adityanath, has people like Sakshi and many others who actually speak in a similar language. They actually go on the same path, and yet the Prime Minister does not, and yet the Prime Minister does not
and the polarization of the vote to one of the Delhi elections.
Allow me, please, don't interrupt.
That's why they create
I was quietly listening to you.
Fear in the mind of minorities to the polarization of the vote to one the election of Delhi.
Allow me to please complete my point.
And that's why,
I would like to pose a question. And the question goes out to the Delhi police, the question goes out to the Bharatiya Janata Party, that if there are such stray incidents, as they call, not acts of communal acts, which they don't want to believe, if there are stray incidents outside the Bharatiya Janata Party's office, not one,
answer
not
the
two,
question, Sudhanshu.
Would the heads roll?
If the Arnab party,
answer the question.
Doing the politics of the appeasement and they want the polarization of the vote to win the Delhi election.
I want to challenge
behind all this.
Gentlemen, I want to challenge a basic logic used here. Sanjay Jha, I am coming to you. Point is, it does not stop there. Now, Sudhanshu Trivedi, I want some clear answers tonight. The Home Ministry sought a report, and Sanjay Jha, you can come in first, then Sudhanshu Trivedi can respond to it. My information is the Home Ministry sought a report from the Delhi police. And as per reports, the Delhi police denied. Sudhanshu Trivedi, Delhi police denied there being a pattern to these incidents and said that as many as 265 temples in Delhi, Hindu temples in Delhi, had witnessed thefts in a period of 1 year. So in other words, first of all, immediately they are saying there are thefts in Hindu temples. What are the Christian community complaining about? But that is precisely the point. The point is, we are not talking about thefts, Sanjay Jha. We are talking about incidents with a possible communal motive. And that is precisely what the church attack in Vasant Kunj was. It was an incident with a communal motive. I don't understand why Sudhanshu Trivedi does not want to accept this point tonight with a tinge of seriousness. No. Sanjay Jha is coming back to the debate. Sanjay Jha.
Arnab.
Sanjay Jha, after that to you. Yeah.
Arnab, let me just tell you. Arnab, just let me tell you this. There's a very telling front page story in today's Indian Express. It talks about two senior ministers, Nirmala Sitharaman and I think Smriti Irani, addressing Mohan Bhagwat, the RSS chief, to explain to him why the BJP got routed in the Delhi elections. Now, I think that's a very relevant incident to mention in today's narrative. This is the same RSS, Arnab, if you go back to several years ago, they once said that the Catholic Church in India should Indianize itself and sever its links with the Pope. This is the kind of religious animosity that is there in the RSS mindset. That's why Hindu Rashtra is not just a daily speech made by Mohan Bhagwat. It is a psychological religious violence.
What's your point? Please make your point, then Sudhanshu will respond.
To create a fear of insecurity. I'm making a point here. I want to give you an example. In the 2002 elections, that time Chief Minister Narendra Modi famously said, James Michael Lyngdoh. It was a direct stress on the title and the surname of Mr. Lyngdoh with the religious
What are you suggesting? But the Prime Minister has called the Delhi Police Commissioner today and wanted action. No, you can't doubt the motives.
1 minute, Arnab,
one second. The Prime Minister has called. The Prime Minister has actually called the Commissioner of Police and demanded action. The Prime Minister has called the. Prime Minister has called the Delhi Police Commissioner and demanded action. Mr. Jha.
This is belated action. 6 churches have been attacked. There's been a communal violence in Trirokpuri and Bhavana. It is a larger orchestrated game going on.
How many casualties?
By the way, if you look at
how many casualties has done in the attacks on churches? Thus few,
like
some 1 or 2 churches got fired due to the short circuit. Some Junais broken some glasses, and you are giving a religious and communal color to all these small incidents.
Exactly. And conspiracy theories may sound good on TV, but it only adds fuel to the fire. It only adds fuel to the fire. Whether it is temple, church or mosque, we should try to bring harmony, not to disrupt it. Many times our discussions pour more, it rubs salt into the wounds of people.
We shouldn't minorities feel insecure and unsafe.
And some Christians, I said that some Christians promoting the agenda of East India Company.
Mohan Bhagwat has been endorsed by Mr.
Narendra Modi on the national channel of Doordarshan. That's why Mr. Obama visited there, and perhaps
a couple of things don't add up. Couple of things don't add up, Sudhanshu Trivedi. One, if this was a case of theft, what is the need for the Prime Minister of India to summon the Delhi Police Commissioner over the incident?
Exactly.
No, is there something the government knows about this attack and the Police Commissioner doesn't? One sec. Second point. Just one more point. Why would Rajnath Singh, the very experienced politician, Home Minister of India, call this an act of vandalization in his tweet? Did he know something that the Police Commissioner didn't? You know what Rajnath Singh said. I can quote what he said today. The Union Home Ministry asked the Delhi Police for a report on the status of security after a church in South Delhi was allegedly vandalized today. The Delhi Police says it's a case of robbery, not vandalization. You tell me, is Sudhanshu Trivedi is summoning the Delhi Police Commissioner by the Prime Minister just an act of symbolism? Surely it's not. Surely it's not.
Now, I would like to say with due humility to Father Dominic that don't try to connect this instance with the statement of Obama or something which is beyond the Indian borders. If you are
I am only asking questions. I am not connecting. I am only asking questions.
What Pandit Ajay Kumarji and other people
I am only asking questions.
So please do not connect it to anything on the foreign soil.
No, I am only asking questions. There are many questions in our mind.
It is being properly
is it not
put
true
on the
that
fact.
In Chhattisgarh in 50 villages
there are two things in politics. One is the reality, another is a perception. If the perception somehow is being made, whether by our opponents or by a section of media or by an intellectual
again, shoot the media.
Then in order to
shoot the media. Shoot the media again. That's what you like to do.
That he called the Commissioner of Police. if you want to see something wrong, I think this is terribly wrong to see something in the positive promptness and sensitivity of the Prime Minister. As far as this...
Sir, why did Rajnath Singh say... Sir, why did Rajnath Singh say... You did not answer my question. Sir, you did not answer my question. Answer my question. Why did the Union Home Minister say... A minute.
So just in order to address that impression...
What?
Home Minister...
Sudhanshu, you are not saying anything new.
No,
Sudhanshu, don't repeat yourself.
Rahul Mehra.
Sudhanshu, don't repeat yourself.
Can I ask a question?
No, what's it? Rahul Mehra,
is always in a habit of putting blame on BJP as far as the Christian missionaries are concerned. It is always in the habit. In their own government, they put allegations and they were unable to prove anything.
Sudhanshu ji, the Home Minister of India said...
The event of Graham Stones,
the Home Minister...
Please don't...
You said that
please,
Sudhanshu, Dominic Emmanuel, please.
Sudhanshu, this is the second time I am hearing you. Sudhanshu, this is the second time I am hearing you mentioning about gram stains, and I am surprised and ashamed that you bring the example of gram stains after what has happened and after what that time the then President of India, what he spoke about that event. You keep on repeating that. I am surprised and I am shocked that you are not at all shaken by this.
Minister Girdhar Gopal was there and he was unable to prove that it was Bajrang Dal. Why you have not conducted the inquiry and putting allegation on BJP? And now come to the Thaburan and Red case. Digvijay Singh was Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, and both the states and the center of Congress government. And finally, in inquiry, it was proved that it was because of the rivalry of the Christian groups. And again, you were unable to constitute a CBI inquiry. So you are defending yourself.
So you are defending yourself. Are you defending yourself? Are you justifying? Are you justifying Gram Stain's murder? Excuse me. I want to know. Are you justifying Gram
This is just the use of political games and the recent 2008 Kandamali
please
unable to prove anything.
Please come clean on this program. Please come clean on this program, Sudhanshu, please come clean on this program. Are you by any chance trying to justify the murder and of Gram Stains and his two young sons? Please come clean on this program. Last time also you mentioned about this.
I am saying very clear. I am not saying.
What are you saying?
I am just my point is, it was said that Dara Singh was Bajrang Dal member. It was said on record by numerous Congress leaders. But in the inquiry, they are unable to prove that. And after that, they could not dare to constitute a CBI inquiry. This shows their false political motivative agenda against certain organization. I am having sympathy towards the unfortunate event. But this is the use of that unfortunate event in the political motive.
Spokesperson of Bajrang Dal. You are spokesperson of Bajrang Dal now. And will you defend all the things that Bajrang Dal keeps doing and saying?
I am asking the question to the spokesperson of the Congress party. Your government was there.
No. I asked you.
Why you have not referred the CBI inquiry at the time?
I asked you the question.
Such a brutal incident. You couldn't recommend the CBI inquiry.
Yeah. You are a religious man, and I am talking as a political
please don't have an angle that every Hindu is a communal.
Whatever is the politics, it is affecting me as a member of the minority community, and we are pained with the constant attacks on Christian
Father Emmanuel
and
Father Dominic Emmanuel.
Every Indian is pained. Father, it is not only your pain. Every Indian is pained. Lessons of Hindus name in Sambhav, including our dear friend Raghav Chadha. So we are all pained about this.
Need a surveillance on it. They are working as a tool to convert the people to one religion to another religion. They need the surveillance. They need the surveillance.
Father, we are all pained. We are all with you. But let us not bring religion and politics to every issue. India is a very cosmopolitan, sensitive state. Let us not bring religion and politics into every issue. Millions of Hindus are with you. We are all with you. We are all with your pain. But let us not bring religion and politics to every issue. Let us try to solve it.
Just now you are talking about us, then you say we are with you. Who are we? Are we different from you?
No, but Father Dominic Emmanuel, Father Dominic Emmanuel, one second. Father Dominic Emmanuel, 1 second. 1 second, please. 1 second. I want to come in. Now, Father Dominic Emmanuel, don't get me wrong. But while one doesn't deny, and I myself began by saying that one doesn't deny a pattern in the series of church attacks that have taken place in Delhi You know, and Sanjay Jha knows, and Rahul Mehra knows how vociferously we have taken up this case. This latest incident in this school may not be a part of that pattern. In fact, the principal of the school has herself said this is not an act of vandalism. So how can it be part of a pattern? Just curious to know that. Because the question, because I'm asking this question one more sentence. I'm asking this question because Sudhanshu Trivedi had a counter accusation that you are trying to create a perception here. Now, if we are not sure about the facts on this particular case, Sudhanshu Trivedi, tomorrow, if this case proves to be a case of theft, Rahul Mehra's hands goes up. Please feel free. I'm completing. Then are certain people, political parties and groups trying to create a perception on the basis of wrong facts? Dominic Emmanuel, you want to respond first to Rahul Mehra?
Yes. Arnab, you asked
okay,
a very
both
good
of you
question.
first. Rahul Mehra. Okay, first Dominic Emmanuel. Yeah. Answer me.
I have no argument with the sister if she thinks that this was a case of theft. Why we are upset about it is because it is happening after 5 consecutive incidents of attacks on the church to begin with. Then we are constantly bombarded with the type of rhetoric that goes on about Ghar Wapsi.
No, you can't link. How are you linking it?
Precisely.
That link. I am linking. No, I am against Ghar Wapsi.
I am linking. Hello.
Sir, you know Father Emmanuel.
Yes.
Father Emmanuel, please.
Whether
Mr. Dominic, we invited you. Please come back in your
I am
original
connecting it not as taking it as one incident. I am taking this as a part of several incidents.
No, but if you are making, Father Emmanuel, you understand the point that I am making. Suppose, one second. But 1 second. Father Emmanuel, 1 minute, just 1 minute. No, you are on a little bit of thin ice.
Why did the thieves not go to millions of flats where rich people live? Why do they have to go to a holy child auxilium run by holy nuns? Why do they have to go there? We in India, we call our schools Vidya Mandir. Hold on. We call our schools Vidya Mandir. They are temples of knowledge. And why are they going and attacking temples of knowledge now? And then they talk about not desecrating. Why is a school not a temple of knowledge? Is it not a mandir?
You're not getting my point. No, you're not getting my point. While you claim, Rahul Mehra wants to come in here, but I'm just making. Rahul, you see, while you claim there's a pattern to these incidents, the investigations into the Vikaspuri attack, for instance, revealed that the church attack, there was part of some drunken bet that the accused did not bear any affiliation to any specific organization. So my point is, suppose you're making a good point. You're making a good point. You're against communalization. You're against the communal cauldron. You're against Ghar Wapsi. You're against forcible conversion. Everybody will stand with you. Every right-thinking Indian, Father Dominic Emmanuel, will stand with you and say, unacceptable in my country. Secularism is not a bad word. And I stand with you. But suppose tomorrow, Rahul Mehra, you pick up a case which turns out to be a case of theft, and you build a vociferous case on it, you raise the decibel levels on it, then you're actually giving an opportunity, Rahul, for some other people. For example, tomorrow then Pandit Ajay Gautam will turn around and say, see, Father Emmanuel, you raised a wrong example, which means there's no basis to anything you've been saying so far. Rahul.
So Arnab, I couldn't agree more with you. I don't think anybody on the panel is saying that this is the act by which you can say that, and you can conclusively say that this is a communal act. All the panelists are saying that there is a perception which has been created.
Yes.
And the perception is that there is a ruling dispensation, and the ruling dispensation has been their own inner cahoots, the inner people in the party, some who are occupying ministerial posts, some who are fringe elements, or whatever it be.
Rahul, be specific.
Allow me.
And then Sudhanshu Trivedi, you will give him a chance to respond.
Named all those people.
Okay,
so these, allow me to make my point. These are the very people who are being allowed to make certain noises. Now, when these people are making noises, there are only 2 questions which I pose. What is it that is stopping to have a free and fair investigation, which is time-bound, so that we come to a conclusion that these are acts of theft, or these are minor incidents, or not? And if not, then why is law not taking its course? Why after 6 months or 9 months of Trilokpuri, why after 4 months of 6 incidents, is now the Prime Minister suddenly awakened to the fact that there is some seriousness about
Who's
it and
responding?
summoning the Commissioner of Police. Obviously, the ruling dispensation is seeming to be absolutely helpless, be it an act or whatever. That is for the investigating agencies to come down to investigate and to come and conclusively tell the people of Delhi what is this about. And mind you,
we'll be happy
this has
about
never
it.
happened
We
in
will
the
be very
history of
happy.
Delhi. It has only happened.
Very happy, or no?
It has only happened in the past few months. Never before.
No, Sudhanshu Trivedi, you need
we
to
will be
break.
very happy when the truth comes out. We will be happy to hear it.
Yeah, but Mr.
so far, there has been no result from the police. There has been no statements from others. We are waiting.
How long should the people of Delhi wait? Till eternity?
Stop.
Mr. Trivedi, why don't you do that? Why don't you have a serious investigation? Are you scared that the RSS will not approve? Are you scared tomorrow that the Sangh Parivar will start asking the government questions? Is the government coming under pressure?
It is.
No, one second. Why are you not?
It is totally wrong. The government is going with a thorough inspection and the investigation. But
So
it is not possible that
That's not true.
try to bring out from investigation what you want. When the party like Aam Aadmi Party wants to put a communal anger on Bharatiya Janata Party, I just want to remind you what was
We don't
your
want to
stand.
put anything. If you are
Whether it was on the Batala House encounter, standing on the communal line. Maulana Taqir Raza, the prime suspect of Bareilly riots, you are sitting along with him. Maulana Imam Bukhari sending a fatwa to you. Your spokesperson has gone on the
So what has this
demonstration of
got
the
to do
Christian
with the
community.
church attacks?
The blatant communal line played by
What
your
has
party.
this got to do with the
and
church
you are
attacks?
trying to put the blame on us on the basis that something investigation come out of
So,
what
but
your
what has this
imagination
got
is.
to do with the church?
Without
Sanjay
waiting
Jha,
for proper
Sanjay
investigation
Jha, is
to get
Sudhanshu
completed.
Trivedi answering the
allow for a minute.
Is Sudhanshu Trivedi answering the
Arnab, allow
question?
for a minute, please.
No, sir. So
What is your helpless government and helpless police?
And moreover,
No, Sudhanshu Trivedi, Sanjay Jha is asking you a question. Pandit Ajay Gautam.
There's a difference between attacking on church. It was a theft in a school.
Sir, if this is a theft in a school, if this is a... No, 1 second.
How do you know about 24 hours? What is the evidence that you have to come to this conclusion?
Sir, if this is a theft in
Why
a
are you
school...
covering up the entire act?
Sudhanshu Trivedi, you are...
Okay, forget about. Arnab, forget about whether it was a theft, burglary or anything else. The place of anything event is school, not church. And consistently it is said it is church.
Sir, if it is, I am asking you, Sudhanshu Trivedi, you are the political advisor to the Rajnath Singh. 1 second. If it was, 1 second. What Sanjay Jha, after a question, please, and then you can come in. I am asking a question. If this is a theft in a school, then why did the Home Ministry and you can go back on your own Twitter feed and see whether Rajnath Singh said, and I quote, strongly condemn the vandalization of the school building in Delhi. If it is a theft in a school, why did he say this? Tell me, why did he say this? Sanjay Jha, didn't he say this?
That's what the Home Minister is saying. It is a school. It is
He
not
is
a
saying
church.
vandalization
My
of
objection
school.
is
Arnab,
I don't know.
let me add.
Sanjay Jha,
Let me add to what you asked,
Sanjay Jha.
Arnab.
Since the school is
Sanjay
a
Jha,
church,
please.
Just to add to
5
what you
minutes on the
asked,
debate, Sanjay Jha.
Sudhanshu ji, let me tell you, Sudhanshu ji, this is not just localized to Delhi, unfortunately. This goes beyond Delhi, and I can tell you whether it was during the time of Mr. Vajpayee's government, when you know the incidents that happened in Goa, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. I have got all the details with me. Or you can talk about the violence that happens every time BJP comes into power. I remember when your previous Karnataka government was led by the BJP, there was innumerable incidents, whether it was in Mangalore or any part of Karnataka, against the Christians. Everybody knows that. And even in Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh, as we talk, the violence continues, is unabated and is very, very orchestrated. So when we are talking about the minorities having a fear of the current dispensation and the RSS dominance, you have to take it seriously. You have 4 years to go. The RSS, Arnab, believes that till 2019, they have got a political legitimacy to do what they want. And this government is succumbing to that.
Is that the reason?
The fact that two ministers
I have here with me an SMS.
tells the whole
I have here an SMS
that the RSS
from
is calling the shots.
Hello, excuse me. I have here an SMS from Chhattisgarh, one from Mr. Arun Pannalal. 1 hour ago, church is burning. Akaltara district, Bilaspur, Brethren Church completed last year. No loss of life, but church completely destroyed. This is today, this evening, that is happening in Bilaspur. And this is all the result of all the rhetoric that we hear. That's why, Arnab, when you are asking me, why are you connecting this to an attack? I am only connecting up all the other incidents along with the rhetoric and Christmas being declared as the day of good governance.
Sad,
And people had here the thing to justify that this is a fine thing to do, undermining Christianity.
Arnab, allow for a minute, please.
That's why.
No, but Pandit Ajay Gautam, if these kind of incidents are happening, by the way, I'm not sure of this incident you're reporting. Independently, I don't know about this particular incident that you're referring to in Bilaspur. If these incidents are happening, you can't turn around and say theft, ordinary incidents, crime. I mean, this is as ridiculous as saying...
I said these
this is
a part of the metropolitan cities.
Sir, please, don't give me that explanation.
First of all,
give me that explanation.
Every church needs a surveillance on it.
Sir,
where the Christian said that the church is a place of God.
So we must show equal respect to all religions.
But where the church
Pandit Ajay Gautam, we must show equal respect to all religions.
Then somebody is there to tell them what is the black and white, what is the white. So they need a surveillance, and I invited my brother, Mr. Dominic, please come back in their origin religion. I've invited them. Please come back.
Please don't make inflammatory. Don't make these inflammatory comments on the news. They're not required.
Only one thing.
No, there's no required.
When Father talks about Gharwa,
please don't make these comments. I completely condemn them. Don't do that.
Propaganda. We both need to be responsible. When Father talks about Gharwapsi, you should remember it's a reaction to the conversion propaganda. We should both be moderate, we should both be responsible, and I can absolutely be sure Christian community is well integrated into India and they have done a lot of service to us. So let us oppose the fringe of both religions, whether they are conversionists, whether they are paid conversion, forced conversion,
Rahul, thank you very much for the compliments.
I hope government is taking serious steps into it.
Rahul Easwar, I just want to ask a very plain, simple question to you, and this propaganda being spread about conversion. Nobody is able to answer this to me. Why are we reduced to 2.3% of population from 2.6% in 1971 if this is a poor country, and if we are alluring the poor people, how is that our record is so bad that we cannot increase our numbers? Please tell me one good reason. Rahul, please tell me.
Because there are two reasons. One, India's total population really increased. Second, we are not blaming Christians. We are only blaming conversionists like Uma Shankar, which we had a debate earlier on. Mainstream Christian community believes in Indian Christianity and is well integrated. But there are fringe groups in Christian groups too. I totally admit there are fringes in Hindu who come up with bad rhetoric. We are against it. In the same way, there are fringe in Christianity too.
Rahul, one point. I am only questioning the handling of it. Let us be very clear. I make a couple of clear points. I do not allow inflammatory comments on the news, sir. But I'm only making one point. You know, we are having a debate about it because it's an important issue. But Sudhanshu Trivedi, please don't give me this logic. If a community is feeling hurt, right? Sudhanshu Trivedi, it is the responsibility of the government to reach out. Whether the community is the Hindu, the Muslim, the Parsi, or any religion in our country, if they are feeling hurt, you have to reach out. You can't say, please don't complain too much. You know, Mr. Trivedi, when I heard that the Delhi police says 265 temples have witnessed thefts in the period of 1 year, I don't know why that point itself the Delhi police commissioner was not pulled up. Because he would have known about the incidents which had a communal color. And if you're telling a community